Good morning, Wiz family. What's the deal, Wiz crew? How you doing, Wiz gods? Nah, this plan. What's the deal? What's the deal with y'all, man? Hopefully everybody's having a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good mid-evening, good mid-morning. But if everybody just ain't doing shit and you just chilling and you cooling it, you ain't got nothing to do. Hey, if you got a bitch over, you know what I'm talking about, or if you got you a nigga over, whatever, I don't give a fuck. Shit, y'all need y'all something to watch. Put me on, nigga. Spark up that good shit. Wrong lighter. Okay. Minor difficulties. Hold on. What? Okay. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay. We have liftoff. Now back to what I was saying. If you know y'all trying to get y'all little groove on, get into the mood, nigga, I'm telling you, fuck with my shit. But right now we're looking at 7 disturbing video captured on Ring doorbell cameras. Now, I don't know when they made these motherfucking things that they think like, you know what, this is gonna help people. Like, I don't know if they notice these Ring doorbell cameras have caused more bullshit, more deaths, more divorces, more breakups, more everything. It's done gave motherfuckers opportunity to do some of the scariest, some of the craziest, some of the creepiest shit. But overall, they do come in handy for protection, so you can see who's always at your shit, who's around your shit. The detection thing, that's good. But without further ado, let's get into this. But do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that comment, hit that sub. You can head over to Twitch at WizReacts TTV at twitch.com or whatever. Just go to the app. WizReacts TTV. Definitely got merch. Let me know what y'all think about the flower and the phoenix bird. Let me know what y'all think about that. I just made merch. I made some for females and I made some for males too. But we got shirts and we got hoodies. So definitely check those out. There's no limited time. I want this shit to go crazy. But without further ado, let's get into it. The link to this person's channel, Mr. Nightmare, will be down in the description below.
It's been a long year since I've done a Ring cameras video, and as it turns out, people are still creeps and a lot of new videos have surfaced, so let's look at some of them. This first video is a very real and grisly reminder that danger can be following you anywhere at any time, even to your front door. And it can be a lesson, especially for women, to be alert of your surroundings, especially before opening your front door.
Hurry up.
As you just saw, a mother holding her infant
Like,
daughter
the baby
unknowingly
looking
leads a
like-
man to her front door.
Like, look at that. Like, shout out to the fucking baby, bro. Like, you stupid bitch. Fuck the jacket. Turn the fuck around. Like, look, me as a, like, come on. Me as a parent, I'm looking at my child and I'm looking like, what the fuck is she staring at? And I'm turning my head. You did no such thing. You didn't check your surroundings at all. I'm surprised he didn't nap you back here by this tree right here.
As you just saw, a mother holding her infant daughter unknowingly leads a man to her front door and was mere seconds away from him getting inside. As the man approaches the driveway, you can see him pulling up the mask over his face to conceal his identity, clearly with premeditated intentions. As the man walks up the driveway, the daughter takes notice to him as the mother is still completely oblivious to the approaching threat. Luckily, she makes it inside and shuts the door in time. She only realized what had just happened after looking through the terrifying ring footage. The woman...
After looking through the footage, you noted. After looking through the footage, did she yet notice? Somebody called CPS on her immediately. Wait a minute. Who car is this? Who car is this? And I know whoever live here is watching this because you're watching, yeah. And again, yeah, right here. And there's no way you feel comfortable unleaving. I'm not finna say this is fake, but I'm just finna say he knows her. This right here, he's a local around here.
Made a report to the police as soon as she saw the footage, and what the police said was disturbing. There had been a series of reports of a brutal and violent rapist in the area who had been targeting women and children. It's suspected that he and this man were the same person. No sane person leaves their house with a full face mask such as this one if they're not knowingly about to commit a serious crime and want to conceal their identity. The woman in the video just may have saved her and her child's life.
It's Legends Day at the Apex Games, and all
the skin of her teeth. If you're not convinced of just how often this kind of thing happens, here's a similar video. A young college-age looking girl is coming home, letting herself into her house. Not even 5 seconds after she enters the home, 2 large men step on the porch, and the one in front immediately tries to open the door.
They be pissing me off how long they take.
Some people think the men looked genuinely confused and may have had the wrong house. However, the short window of time between the girl entering the house and the men stepping on the porch would have definitely allowed them to see the girl. You'd think anyone who just tries to open the door to a house surely must know they have the right house, or at the very least know who lives in the house. It could also be argued that when the man turns to his friend behind him, he's making mention of the camera, and so he pretends to think he has the right house by sticking around and knocking, despite the obvious screams from the girl inside as she notices the men at the door. It seems they only run off after the girl starts screaming, "We're calling the police." So unlike the first video, there's no 100% proof of whether these guys had bad intentions or not. Whether they were trying to grab the girl, or if they genuinely had the wrong house is up for debate, as there's no further info on this video. Genuinely had the wrong house is up for debate, as there's no...
Yeah, nah. They knew what the fuck they was doing. Cause he's looking at the camera.
No further info on this video. If it is the second one, still, everything about the men's actions was sketchy. In this video, on the other hand, what's going on couldn't be more clear. In the early morning hours on October 16th in Kent, Washington, a couple's seen returning home. The husband is seen unlocking the door, and seconds later, as the man's wife follows behind, she turns her head to a gun-wielding suspect chasing behind her. She acts quickly and runs inside, locking the front door. The suspect then spots the Ring camera and hits it repeatedly with his gun, effectively breaking the device. It's at this time that you can notice a second man there as well. couple spent their night at a casino, and for this reason, the wife believes the two men followed them home from the casino hoping to rob them of any of their winnings. Fortunately, they made it inside safely. The suspect with the gun was identified by police as 18-year-old Al Hussein Drameh, and he was arrested on October 26th. He faced multiple charges, including burglary in the first degree, and he pleaded not guilty to all of them.
Right.
With this fourth video, we move to something a little more paranormal. This was caught on a TikToker named Nolan Brock's indoor Ring security camera while he was sleeping on the couch. At 1:39 in the morning, he's awoken to the pantry doors opening and some kind of cracks or bangs coming from either inside the pantry or from the doors themselves. With the fan running, the thought of it being a draft wasn't out of the question per se. He ignored it and tried to go back to sleep, but 4 minutes later at 1:43, this happened. One of the doors is aggressively yanked shut, and this officially removes any possibility of a draft being the cause of the doors moving. It's safe to assume he slept in his bed the rest of the night. This next video also comes from inside of a house instead of the front porch, and this one can play on one of the biggest fears of a lot of people, and that is someone lurking around your house as you sleep. In Wichita, Kansas, a family's Ring cameras captured some terrifying video footage of a stranger standing directly over sleeping 15-year-old Anaya Robinson at around 2:30 a.m. on a Friday night. This was the footage captured.
And again, how the fuck do they get in?
Anaya said once she opened her eyes, she felt like she was in a scene from a horror movie, seeing somebody sitting over her, watching her that she didn't know. Anaya rushed to her mother Angel's room, screaming there's somebody in the house, and after being awake, Angel made sure her 2-year-old daughter and Anaya were safe in a room before calling the police. Wichita police responded quickly, but the intruder was already gone. It's likely the boy entered the house simply through the front door. Luckily, the Ring cameras clearly caught his face, and using this footage, the police acted on a tip and were able to arrest a 14-year-old boy whose name was not released. The boy faced aggravated burglary and theft charges. In November 2021, a woman reported on Twitter that a creepy-looking man had been standing outside of her apartment almost every night for an entire month. She included a few of the videos caught by her Ring camera, and it shows the man creepily standing there for extended periods of time, facing her door. At certain points, he can be heard speaking. But what he says is impossible.
Me, as this neighbor, would have came out and I would have came out there and make it do what it do. I would have came out there and literally gave him that death palm right here, through the back, out through the chest, kung fu shit. Because I would have that's what I man.
Possible to hear. The woman resorted to posting this on Twitter after her complaints to the police apparently fell on deaf ears.
Don't you just love that shit? That right there.
It was a few days after her initial post that she posted an update stating that her friends and family confronted the man, which seemingly got him to stop. Additionally, the post going viral prompted her building security to do an additional routine throughout the night. I can't seem to find her Twitter profile anymore, so there don't appear to be any updates on the matter. And in this last video, an El Paso resident's Ring camera catches what appears at first to be a woman in danger seeking help at their front door in the middle of the night. But this may be a much more sinister situation than that.
One thing I'm gonna tell you, because I'm already knowing what's up. And little summary story tip on my end. I'm gonna try to make it short. I have done this. I was listening to Eminem. I was listening to Despicable. I'll never forget it. I will never forget it. My mom had just got the HP touchscreen desktop, and I forgot what I was watching on there, and then I had a movie playing, and then I was playing the game. And then I was on the phone with somebody. And then, wait a minute. Alexis, I think it was Alexis Elwood. I think I was on the phone with Alexis Elwood. Yeah. Shout out. Hopefully she's doing cool. And somebody knocked on the door. And I was like, who the fuck is this? And you know what? This didn't happen not once, but I did it twice. And I was like, who the fuck is this? So I opened the door. And it was around 12-ish. So like I said, I'm listening to Despicable, and I hear the door. Do. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look out and I see a woman. I just instantly, like, this is stupid. Who is it? What do you want? I didn't go get my mom. Nothing. I just opened the door. And she said, yeah, can I use your phone? Or some shit like that. And then I was like, my phone ain't on. My shit work through Wi-Fi. And then I was like, I'll go see if my mom will let you use hers. And then she was like, no. That's fine. No, wait. She was like, I think she did it. I think she's like, okay, or something. And then I closed the door. I think I'll be exaggerating if I said she opened it. And I turned around and was like, but no, I came back and my mom was like, what is it? I'm like, yeah, she needs to go. Mom called the cops, and then, yeah, so that was the first time. The second time, this one lady came up, and then, like, but I don't know, my granny came down and said something then, but, like, she was all fucked up. Like, she was bleeding like a motherfucker from, like, her crotch area and shit. Now that I think about it, I maybe should have helped that woman. It wasn't from, like, the mid part, but from, like, period or something like that, possibly. I don't know. But she asked, could she use the phone again too? And this was like another one of those ladies. And they used to live down the hill, but never fall for this. You see a woman outside your door, don't ever just quickly open it just because she's a woman. Don't ever just open it. Younger viewers, always go get your parent. Go get a parent. Go get an adult. There's not one near. You get on the phone, you call 911 instantly. Do not hesitate. Instantly call 911.
At first, the woman appears to be in distress, possibly on the run from someone, crying and pleading for help. But things start getting suspicious when she hides anytime a car is approaching. Is she hiding from a specific person chasing after her? Or is she perhaps trying to not be seen from any passerbys?
What does that mean, any passerbys?
After the neighbor's driveway light turns on, a car's headlights approach from the right, and she's seen casually walking away, presumably to get in that unseen car, perhaps because her driver was growing paranoid that too much attention was being drawn, so they needed to leave. Now you could say that's just a far-fetched theory of mine, but a month later, El Paso police arrested a woman who was charged with burglary of habitation. That woman was Krista Nicole Cordeaux. The woman in the video looks identical to the woman in this mugshot. The charge this woman faced is defined as the act of entering any building illegally with the plan to do something serious, such as harming the owner, damaging property, or stealing. Suddenly, the prospect that this woman could have been trying to trick an unsuspecting person into opening their door doesn't seem so far-fetched. As always, keep your doors locked and be careful who you open them to.
Ain't that the fucking truth? You did your thing, boy. You did your thing, boy. Ain't that the fucking truth, man? That was some scary shit, too. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe on that one, man. That shit. Yeah, I don't know. She did just kind of like just run off swift like that, but you gotta watch out for that type of shit, man.